Moving on, let's talk about Angel Reese. She has also gone viral today for many of reasons, but the one that a lot of people are picking up on is when she is walking over to the bench and she slaps the clipboard out of her coach's hand.
Angel Reese, who calls herself the Bayou Barbie, finally faced a long-awaited consequence after she snatched a clipboard from her coach during a live broadcast. And yes, it wasn't an opponent or another player. She targeted her own coach. When Angel has a meltdown, no one is off limits, not even those who work for her.
The emotional decline continues for Angel Reese. The temper tantrums, the complete loss of emotional control continues for the Bayou Barbie, as well as the Chi-Town Barbie and Double Barbie, and whatever other alias that Angel Reese has decided to give herself.
This really went down, and the WNBA had no choice but to take action. They couldn't brush it off or act like it never happened, especially with thousands watching live and countless more dissecting every second online. Let's break it down. During Tuesday night's game, Angel Reese chose to handle her frustration by marching off the court and forcefully knocking the clipboard out of her coach's hands.
Look, it's social media discourse. It is going to be remembered for nothing more than this. It's the only thing people are going to remember it for. Is Angel Reese tie game 29 seconds ago in frustration.
The whole scene looked less like a basketball game and more like a Real Housewives reunion. And the worst part? There was no immediate consequence and not a single apology from the Bayou Barbie. Just that trademark, I don't care look that screams, "Try me, I've got fans backing me." But this time, her glittery nickname wasn't enough. The slap was way too loud for the league to ignore. Honestly, it was like, good grief, she can't even stay out of her own way. And no matter how frustrated she was, the Chicago Sky should have suspended her. But they didn't, too scared of the backlash from her fans. Naturally, her supporters jumped in to defend her online, blaming bad referee calls. Yet Angel's solution to a narrow 2-point loss was to attack her team staff like she was auditioning for a WWE villain role. And if you think that's an exaggeration, just watch the clip. This wasn't a simple disagreement or a minor hand swipe. It was a full-blown, rage-fueled slap. The clipboard flew, Coach Crosby was left stunned, and the internet collectively blinked in disbelief. Did that really just happen? Angel's mounting frustration found an unexpected outlet. Rather than argue with a referee or vent at officials, she unleashed her latest tirade on one of her own coaches.
I was like, good God, she can't get out of her own way. And I don't give a rat's how frustrated she is. The Chicago Sky should suspend her for this. They won't, because they're too damn scared of her fans.
Oh, but it gets even more ridiculous. After the game, Angel didn't explain, apologize, or even acknowledge what happened. Business as usual. That's because Angel Reese has built a brand on zero accountability. The moment things don't go her way, whether it's a missed foul or a botched layup, someone else is always at fault. The refs are biased, the fans are haters, the league is corrupt, and now, apparently, even her own coaching staff is fair game for her rage. This latest episode went down during the Washington Mystics game, live on national TV. And let's be real, Angel is supposed to be a role model, leading young women and inspiring kids everywhere. But today, she failed spectacularly. The backlash was immediate. Twitter lit up like the 4th of July, with clips captioned things like, "Angel Reese acting like a toddler at Chuck E. Cheese." And honestly, they weren't exaggerating. You don't need a PhD in psychology to see that slapping a coach's clipboard in front of a national audience is peak spoiled child energy. Some even joked that Caitlin Clark would have been banned for the same stunt. And again, they weren't wrong. The game itself was poorly officiated, sure, but that doesn't excuse walking over a coach and smacking a clipboard in anger. If this had been Clark, people would be calling out anger management issues left and right. This wasn't just frustration, it was a full-on public meltdown, and it left fans, coaches, and the league reeling.
Angel Reese and her building frustration. It ended up being taken out on an unlikely target. Instead of arguing with an egg, Instead of taking out her frustration on WNBA officials, Angel Reese decided to unleash her latest tirade on one of her coaches.
Now let's talk about the double standard. If Caitlin Clark had marched over and swatted a clipboard from her coach on national TV, the WNBA would have come down hard. Flagrant fouls, fines, public scolding, the whole 9 yards. But because it was Angel Reese, the same Angel hailed as passionate when she throws elbows but criticized when someone defends her, she got away with it, at least for a while. Snatching a clipboard from an assistant coach is not a good look. Angel is supposed to be a role model for young women around the world, and this behavior is anything but leadership. Honestly, it's embarrassing for her team, and most of all, for her coach. This time, though, the league couldn't ignore it. Cameras caught everything, fans demanded accountability, and the WNBA, eager to protect its credibility, stepped in with formal action. Rumor has it Angel is facing a suspension, fines, and possibly mandatory behavioral counseling. And if that sounds tough, it's still arguably not harsh enough. This isn't a one-off mistake. This is part of a pattern of disrespect. Angel has been racking up red flags like it's a hobby, from taunting opponents to dodging media obligations, to now physically lashing out at staff. While her fans call it passion, the rest of the league and the public are calling it what it really is: immaturity.
Today is another day of the Angel Reese drama because she has simply smacked the clipboard out of an assistant coach's hands. Yes, now all of this went down during the Washington missed this game. This happened on national television. Now, guys, I'm not one to blow up negativity, but Angel Reese is supposed to be leading young women and being a great example to girls and kids all over the world. Well, I'm here to tell you, she was not leading by example today.
This is not how a professional athlete should behave. This is how someone acts when no one around them has the courage to say, enough. It's frustrating dealing with officials and seeing situations like only 2 free throws attempted by the 4th quarter, and her response is, not my job. That kind of attitude is exhausting. And honestly, I don't care about fines. They're cheap. I've been patient, humble, and restrained, but enough is enough. And let's be clear, this isn't just about one slap. It's what that slap represents: a complete lack of discipline, an unwillingness to own mistakes, and a growing sense that Angel Reese thinks the league should revolve around her. She spent more time building a personal brand than building team chemistry, and this incident proves she still hasn't learned how to be a teammate, let alone a leader. Part of the problem is a serious lack of maturity. And yet, she'll lash out at anyone who criticizes her. Want to face criticism? Maybe start by not acting like this. Because when you behave this way, people are going to call it out, and they should.
We're unbelievably soft. That led to Angel Reese breaking a coach's clipboard, walking over and slapping a coach's clipboard. And by the way, if this was Caitlin Clark, you just know they'd be calling out her anger problems. It was an all-around badly refereed game. I think
Angel Reese, once a rising star with a marketable brand, has now become a walking red flag. Her tantrums, social media outbursts, and lack of professionalism are alienating fans, teammates, and sponsors alike. Losing is showing, and her frustration is costing her credibility. If she doesn't rein it in, she risks losing the league's support, endorsements, and all the benefits she's been coasting on. The slap that finally earned consequences is a wake-up call, one the WNBA hopes sticks.